Living on an island in northern Ohio offers incredible privacy, but that separation comes with a steep logistical cost. When the lake freezes over, that distant skyline is a reminder of every modern convenience you leave behind on the mainland. For decades, island homeowners have relied on private wells and cisterns. That means living with seasonal sulfur smells, mineral staining, and a constant background anxiety. Every time a full house of summer guests arrives, you have to watch the gauge and do the math so you don't run dry. That isolation is ending. Construction crews are currently laying 4.5 miles of transmission line, crossing directly under Sandusky Bay, to bring a steady supply of pressurized city water to the island. Having treated EPA-tested water at your kitchen sink is an obvious upgrade, but tapping into this new grid dictates how the rest of the property functions. Bringing a pressurized municipal line onto a property sets off a chain reaction. It alters how you handle fire emergencies. It changes the physical pressure inside your walls, and it completely recalculates the financial math of owning the home. The most immediate change happens out on the street. As the main line circles the island, crews are installing public fire hydrants for the very first time. If a fire breaks out, emergency responders no longer have to waste critical minutes shuttling tanker trucks back and forth to the mainland. They can connect directly to a high-pressure supply the moment they arrive. This chart shows how dwelling insurance premiums react over time to infrastructure upgrades. The moment a working hydrant appears within 1,000 feet of your property, many insurance actuaries recalculate your risk profile, dropping the cost of your premium to reflect that new protection. Moving that protection from the street to your house means digging a trench, and eventually, that trench runs directly into the old, obsolete cisterns and wells sitting in your yard. You cannot simply link your old private system to your new public pipes with a shutoff valve. Ohio law requires a strict physical separation between the two to prevent stagnant or contaminated water from flowing backward. Connecting to the new grid dictates exactly what happens to the old one. You either have to permanently seal the well or cistern, or replumb it entirely to serve a dedicated outdoor spigot, creating two completely isolated systems to guarantee public health. To further protect the public main, the County Sanitary Engineering Department requires a dual check valve backflow preventer to be installed at your meter pit. Water is allowed in, but nothing is allowed out. This creates a unique physics problem. Because that valve blocks anything from pushing back out toward the street, it traps water inside the house, instantly turning your plumbing into what engineers call a closed system. When your water heater warms that trapped cold supply to 120 degrees, the water physically expands in volume by roughly 2%. With the backflow valve locked shut, that expanding water has nowhere to go, building dangerous pressure against your pipes and fixtures. Because of this predictable physical reaction, a thermal expansion tank becomes an absolute necessity for every newly connected island home. It sits right above the water heater, designed with an internal air bladder to safely absorb that specific pressure. That constant pressurized supply introduces a terrifying new liability. If a pipe bursts or a fixture fails while a house is closed up for the winter, the municipal grid will keep pumping thousands of gallons of water into the home for weeks on end. Securing a property against that kind of constant supply requires active monitoring. Devices like Flow by Moen track water flow down to a single drop a minute. If they detect an abnormal running pattern, they automatically sever the main supply line before the damage spreads. But the same endless pressure that threatens a vacant house can actually be harnessed to save it when a massive lake storm hits. Look at this diagram of a water-powered backup sump pump. It uses the reliable pressure of the city water grid to force a jet through a narrow valve. This creates a vacuum, a Venturi effect, that violently siphons muddy floodwater out of the basement pit, operating endlessly without a single drop of electricity. True infrastructure security relies on this kind of paradox. You use the grid's own relentless water pressure to protect the home, precisely when a severe storm causes the electrical grid to completely fail. Over time, the property evolves. An analog lake house at the mercy of the weather becomes a highly integrated ecosystem, connected directly to outside utilities. Wi-Fi-enabled heat pump water heaters monitor their own compressor health, while smart leak sensors watch the supply lines. They optimize safety and energy use, allowing owners to track the status of a home sitting hundreds of miles away in the dead of winter. Navigating this chain reaction of county laws, internal fluid physics, and smart technology requires exhaustive planning. Every system inside the walls reacts to the single pipe running through the front yard. Managing that complexity is why property owners turn to a single, fully licensed partner like Fry Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. They engineer the entire sequence, from digging the trench outside to decommissioning the old well, all the way to installing the digital thermostat inside. Infrastructure dictates how a building operates. Changing the way a single critical resource enters your property rewrites the rules of the house, redesigning the entire experience of living in it for the next generation.